Also seated in our midst tonight is Commandant Abu Tambuwal, State Commandant, Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps. And let me also recognize the presence of some other dignitaries who are here. You are welcome to the Nigerian Peace Academy. In the history of this police academy, this is the second regular course cadets, and tonight is a happy moment for every one of us, both the parents, the guardians, as well as the staff and officers of Nigerian Police Academy. This second regular course cadets. You are welcome. Please.
Alright, let the people say, let the people say, alright, let's get together and feel alright. Feel alright. Let the people say, let the people say, give thanks and praise to the Lord. Now feel alright. Say, let's get together and feel alright.
Nobody can stop reggae. Nobody can stop reggae. House to reggae song. Nobody can stop reggae. Nobody can stop reggae.
You can't
Nobody can stop reggae.
Step, please. Engineer. IGP Mohammed Abakadam, MPN MNI. Can we have national anthems? The Honorable Minister of Police Affairs, ably represented by Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Police Affairs and Police Service Commission, members of IGP's management team, the AIGs, Commissioners of Police here present, invited guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the graduating cadet officers, other dignitaries, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the IGP, I want to sincerely welcome every guest here seated tonight to the second in this series, that is the second regular course cadets regimental dining-in ceremony taking place tonight at Nigerian Police Academy, wudil Kano. But before we start off anything tonight, we want to hand this gathering onto the hands of God Almighty. And on this note, I'll call on SP Mohammed Hamad Sadiq Khalil to come and lead us in opening prayer.
كما صليت وحيدت وباركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد ربنا لا تدع لنا في مقامنا هذا ذنبا إلا غفرته ولا هما إلا فرجته ولا حاجة من حوائج الدنيا إلا يسرتها يا أرحم الراحمين يا رب العالمين ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار اللهم تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Everything onto the God's hands. I want to take the permission of the Inspector General of Police, IGP Mohammed Abakadamu, MPMNI, the 28th Indigenous Inspector General of Police of Federal Republic of Nigeria. So please do a brief introduction of some of the guests we have here tonight, so that some of our guests will know that we have them in our midst. With your permission, sir. Thank you, sir. We also have members of the IGP's management team here seated. The DIG, DLS, DIG Aminchi Paraya. I know right now where the ovation is loud. I've been told that also we have the DIG. Also, we have the faucet seated. AIG and faucet. Close to the IGP on the left hand side of the IGP is the commandant of this is the 20th commandant of this college, of this academy. And also the IGP is the 20th indigenous intelligence. AIG Zone 1 is also not left out. AIG Bello Sapik. National Police. The hosts have been told. Commissioner of Police, Kano State Command, CP Abusani. With the permission of the IGP, sir, I also want to recognize some of the top echelon of this academy, starting from the acting coordinator, Professor Umar Mohammed Sani. We also have Brigadier General B.A. Alabi, Commander, 3 Brigade, Nigerian Army, Kano. We also have Commandant Abu Tambua, State Commandant, NSDC, Kano. We have other senior staff of this precious academy that are here. We also have CP Mohammed Lawal. I may not be able to recognize everyone here. I may not be able to mention their names now, but as the event progresses, we will mention their names so that we will not waste much time on introduction. With the permission of the IGP, I want to move to the next on the agenda, which is going to be the speech by the General Number 1, who is going to be, who is a Cadet ASP, Peter Joseph Alogo, for his speech.
Police Affairs, the Inspector General of Police, members of the Police Management Team, the AIG Zone 1 Headquarters Kano, the Commandant Nigerian Police Academy, the Deputy Commandant, the Acting Coordinator, other Principal Officers of the Academy, the graduating Cadet Officers, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, it is a rare privilege for me to give a speech on behalf of my colleagues. Today, our hearts are filled with gratitude that you are here to honor our hybrid university on her historic course night. Every beginning has an end, and every end is a new aspect of our lives. The academic life is no exception. A year starts and a year ends only to give birth to another. I have titled this speech Reformers because it is the best way to describe our collective experience. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. The entire journey began on the 29th day of November 2014. Some of us were nervous when we walked into the prestigious institution. Our first challenge was the use of white shirts and shirts under the freezing cold of November to January. Decivilization. This is another challenge which has caused so many to desert the academy. They commence by 0300 hours and end at 2200 hours, after which rapid deployment will always show its ugly face at the middle of the night, when gentlemen cadet officers are fast asleep. Amid this tight schedule, one will start to imagine how to balance the police and the academic wing requirement to qualify him or her to the next class. The struggle were difficult ones. Time passed. It dawned on us that 5 years of our lives will be spent in this way. We had no choice than to zero our minds. Despite all these challenges, we were able to emerge victorious. Today, like the wise man will say, what does not kill you will make you stronger. Indeed, the journey so far, I must say, without mincing words, was not like a walk to the motor park. I am delighted to tell you that we are now strong officers of the Nigerian Police Force. Every day in the academy is a testimony, like the parable of the sower posited. Some of the seeds fall on the roadside, some on the rocky ground, some on thorns, while some on fertile soil. 760 gentlemen cadet officers reported safe and sound to the academy. But today we have only 628 remaining. The course lost 10 souls to the cold. As a course, we were faced with some challenges which affected us both physically, emotionally, and psychologically. Some of these challenges include lack of internet facilities for the purpose of research, lack of provisions of police kits. Short white trunks for third and fourth year cadet is so demoralizing and affects their sight, resulting to a spirit of timidity. Such a cadet cannot uphold his pride and his head high as an officer in the making. The cadet will not have opportunity to learn a sharp dress pattern of a policeman who has spent 5 years in the academy. We are grateful to Almighty that in the course of our stay in the academy, we were able to leave behind some legacies, such as tiling of the quarter guard. Some concrete chairs were made for the benefit of both cadets and staff, and above all, instilling of discipline to the junior ones. Today, the Nigerian Police Academy has produced new generation of officers who will take over leadership of the Nigerian police in no distant time. We are all potential leaders in waiting. We are the reformers the nation is earnestly seeking. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been encouraged and motivated by our Commandant, AIG Zanna M. Ibrahim, MNI, a leader with zero tolerance for indiscipline and who always reward excellence under his leadership. The Academy has experienced rapid deployment under his administration in terms of quality education and international standard of cadet training to contain the contemporary security challenges. Welfare. The welfare of the cadet is his priority. Cadets now have the opportunity to eat continental dishes from the kitchen, which help cadets perform well in their physical exercise.